Hello, drone racers. It's almost Christmas. We've got a week. Merry Christmas. And it's been a while since we've done a live stream. We did a whole bunch of them right around Thanksgiving, and I figured we're probably due. It seems like we definitely need another giveaway. We've got 1 week until Christmas, so it's kind of perfect timing to do a giveaway. I've also got a couple other things that I wanted to show. Some additional discount codes. I've been updating this sheet continuously as things have gone on. It's kind of getting a little unwieldy. I think I'm going to have to figure out something a little better, but there were some special deals that was just sent to me, and I wanted to point them out just so you guys know in case you're looking for any last minute things. Hello, Nash Sweeney, first person on the stream. Thank you very much. I've got my eggnog ready tonight. I needed this last time and didn't have it ready. We've got it this time. It's got some brandy in it. So, hello, Aaron. When is the Spark review? It's coming. Man, there's so much stuff coming so fast I can't keep up with it. So what I wanted to point out first on here was special limited coupons. So I've been learning some things about this industry as we go. And one of the things with GearBest that they sent, and we had a whole special stream about additional special exclusive coupons, and they didn't only do that for my channel, they do that for a lot of channels, but the thing that I've learned is they want all of those to be used so they can write them off their books and they can keep track of what's get used and what doesn't. So we've gone through a lot of mine and used them up. We didn't do them all yet, but what they've done is they published basically all of them. They said they want them all to be used. Here's all the codes, and I went through about 1,000 of them. A lot of them have nothing to do with what we did, and just listed out in the spreadsheet. I've made some new tabs down at the bottom. DJI deals, some of my top picks, and then some limited coupons that have some limited uses that I think you guys would be most interested in. So we'll go through and look through here. Let's see. Is it possible to tell which store the deals are on the spreadsheet? I actually started listing that. I didn't on this one. I did on this one. So I've just started doing that on the DJI deals that I've got. And I've only got GearBest there. I need to go populate the rest of them. The special limited coupons are all GearBest right now. These are ones that they just sent to me. You need one on the Taranis X9D SE. I will take a look at that here in a minute. Yeah, so GearBest shipping is slow. One thing is you have to ignore the shipping date. The reason you order from GearBest is they have the lowest price, and if you're in a hurry, you've got to ignore the time frame. I'm yelling at them. I know Andy RC is yelling at them about this. They've got to work on this. They've got to get it better. How long did it take to go through 1,000 coupons? About an hour and a half. So here are the ones that they sent that I thought people might be interested in. The Bugs 3 that I've got, and I actually have not reviewed one of these. I reviewed the Bugs 2, but with the coupon being $69, I know a lot of people are hanging GoPros underneath this. The Kopis is still here, and the Kopis is it's still my #1 flyer, and especially at $219.99, there are just a couple of those left. So that's the one I'm going to grab next time I go gate racing. We will get to the giveaway in just a minute as soon as I get through here, and we're going to have a giveaway that goes up until Christmas. There are a couple sets of, man, 310 for Aomway Commanders? No. Those are $269.15, so those are still my go-tos, except for we're going to look at something else here in just a minute right after that. You did not miss much, Ted. So the Xiaomi Mi Drone 4K, I've seen a couple other people who review this recently and had the same takeoff problems that I had with it. But once you get it in the right spot, it's really nice. And I've got a comparison between the SE and the Xiaomi coming soon. I came up with 29, I think it was, comparison things to see which one I like better. But if you have to just keep it in place and you wanted the smoothest shot possible, I think the Xiaomi wins on that one. So I'm trying to go through these real quick just to go through. Is the Kopis for the plug and play? Let's see. It is for the plug and play without receiver in this one. The Taranis QX7S, QX7S, which is my second choice for radio. I personally like the X9D SE best, but a lot of people really still like the QX7. I'm just old school. I've had it for too long, and I am used to the X9D. But the QX7S, if I was starting now, this is probably the one that I would end up with, and that is back down. We actually ran out of those on our coupons, and so we got another one for $179, which this is the only one I've ever seen. Let's see, do you still like the E10S? Yes, I do still like the E10S, and up until a week ago, it was the one I would be flying inside doing testing, but it's been replaced by the ET100, which, while it's a lot more expensive, I just love it. I flew it again inside today, testing some new goggles, and I bashed that thing all over the place, and I flipped it upside down, and I had to flip it over. And if you haven't seen my update on the ET100 to get D-Shot going, make sure you check that out. So it is outstanding, and I used the flip over after crash mode several times. So the last one on here, so that's the ET100, which I don't have a good coupon for, a great one. There's one on here. I think it's like KKET100. But that's listed in that video. And then the BAYANGTOYS X21, which still doesn't have a motorized gimbal, but for the price, this thing, for $149, this thing offered a ton of features. I meant to do a shootout between all of these budget GPS drones, but I never really got around to it. It's one of those things I need to do. I need to do the FrSky comparison video. I have a shelf full of stuff I need to do. So that is what we have got there. So can you set up brushed turtle mode? You cannot do brushed turtle mode. You have to be able to support D-Shot for turtle mode, just so you know. So, okay, so that's that one. What do we have next? Next up, we have a giveaway. So it's time for another giveaway. We'll go, what are we going to rest on here? I should have had a better shot to go on. I'm not giving away a Kopis. Not yet. If we get to, what is it, 9,000 subscribers, which we're not going to make it. We're not going to make it. 6,100. It was worth a shot to try and have this huge push to 10,000, but we're not going to make it in this case. We might hit 7,000, which will be giving away the eSheen EV100 goggles with the DVR. So if we get to 7,000, which we might make it in 2 more weeks, 900 subscribers if we push that out. But now we've got the giveaway for what we're doing next. So we've got 3 things. So the link is down in the description. This is another Gleam giveaway. And first up we have, for all subscribers, the Air Hogs. I need to move the camera so I can see how if I'm on screen here. There we go. Yeah, the Air Hogs DR1 drone. This was $100 when I reviewed it. It's $50 now. It was definitely not worth $100. At $50, it's a pretty nice drone for $50. The goggles and the latency are not good. Not good at all. But what it does a couple cool things. I didn't recommend it at all for $100. I probably still wouldn't buy it for $50. I think there's still better options, but I need it out of my basement. So someone could use this as just a drone to fly around, and somebody will be able to use it without a problem. Let's see. Everyone share the link in the giveaway. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Matthew. Everybody share the year-end giveaway, because the bigger that gets, the more things that we're going to give away. What happened? Why did we go down to 15 people? Huh. Weird. Okay, so next up is we have a Patreon giveaway also. So on Patreon, I've given away a number of smaller micro drones, and it's time to give away something bigger there. I'm working on, weird, the YouTube stats are going crazy. It's time to give away one of the 250s, and this was my favorite 250 for a while. This is the awesome F200 here, and this is the standard version that comes with separate ESCs, and I actually flew this, and it had some problems right off the bat. The lens was terrible, and it didn't have a buzzer, but I did an update video on it. It was one of them where I learned a lot in the process. It's got a GoPro lens on it now. It's got full telemetry. I'll go ahead and keep the XSR on it. A lot of times when I do giveaways, I'll rip the receiver off because people use whatever, but I'll keep this one on here because it's all wired up really, really nice. Isn't this one? Yeah, this one is. It's got the buzzer on it. So we've got, for Patreon subscribers, if you haven't checked out Patreon, there's a link down below, and the group we've got on Patreon, I swear, I follow 5 or 6 different people on Patreon, drone racers, other people, and we even just with the few people, the 21 people we've got, I think we've got one of the most active communities out there. With Curtis is constantly posting great tips. Aaron's on there all the time. We've got a number of people who are posting things that they're learning. So even at the dollar level, you can participate in all the conversations there. Starting next year, I'm working on building out a rig to be able to do more live streams from there. So that'll be a lot of fun, where we can just have things going there with live streams and more private live streams while I'm doing builds and whatnot. And then, so at the $1 level, you can participate with all of that. At the $10 level, you're eligible for all the giveaways. So what I do is I post in here to see who's interested in this, because maybe not everybody's interested in this one. And then we call that the, oh gosh, I forgot the names. Oh, it was the $10 level. And then for the $50 level, which currently there's one person, I have an AR Fun, which is the AR Fun 90. This is new in box. I got this and honestly just didn't get to the review before you can't buy it anymore. So this one's not available to purchase anymore, but it's still going to be a great drone. So I checked with Aaron. It was something he's interested in. If we have any other at that level, then we will put names in a hat and we'll do a drawing for that. So we've got 3 drawings this month. One is open to everybody. 2 of them are Patreon only. So check that out. And there should be a link in the description. If there's not, by the time this posts with the permanent description, there will be for sure. So those are going until Christmas Eve at midnight. So yeah, there's Aaron. Aaron's saying nobody else sign up. I won it. He's a guaranteed win at the moment. So I want to show you while I'm on here what else I'm working on now. What I played with today. I've commented about it a little bit, but I got a set of these. See this? How does that look? These are DJI goggles, and they are pretty freaking sweet. These are kind of like the white ones, but see this? This is a 5.8 gigahertz antenna. Unfortunately, one of the things you'll see in the review is it is left-hand polarized, which is kind of weird. I get it because it's less likely to run into interference, but it makes it really hard to connect to other things. So these are being set up, and they do recordings. They look really good. They are huge. You're right, Matthew. But one thing that's nice is, you see I've got my glasses on, and I can see without a problem. So here's one of my theories, is the ground, well, as of this morning, the ground was covered in snow. And the way these connect and hold in place, it actually doesn't feel as heavy as it seems like it would. But the ground's covered in snow, so I don't really want to land in the snow. That seems like it would be a bad thing. So I'm going to have cases where I've got to come up and I've got to hover, and then with these, I can flip them up and then land with line of sight much easier than I can with everything else going on. So I actually kind of made fun of these on the channel when they first came out, because DJI acted like they invented FPV. So would I prefer the Commanders or the DJI goggles? That is a great question. I don't know yet. It depends on what you're doing. If you're only going to do racing style FPV, it's definitely the Commanders. I mean, they're almost half the price. But if you're going to do multiple things, because here's what sold me on these. It was this. See that? This is a full FPV system that goes on a drone. So what happens is, basically it comes with a camera here, and a module that you connect, there we go, and antennas, and this is made to connect to your flight controller, and there's a port on the side here, and your Taranis actually plugs into the goggles, transmits through the goggles to this, which transmits and receives video, and is supposed to give you a 7-kilometer range on your drone. So that sold me. I had to try it. Whether it'll be better for planes or drones, I don't know yet right now. I'm gonna take the QAV220 is what I'm taking at the moment. The camera on that was atrocious. The transmitter was terrible. So I'm replacing them both with this, and I don't know how heavy it is. I'm actually doing the unboxing on this tomorrow. I haven't even done that yet. But it's lighter. It's lighter than I expected. I mean, honestly, this little thing is the main transmitter, and it's not very heavy. It's really not very heavy at all. So the transmitter, this handles the transmit, receive of video and signals and everything, both directions. So I was expecting to need a separate transmitter or a Mavic transmitter or something. No, your drone just plugs into here, and it has ports on it to connect to, so you have your OSD. So it doesn't just come through the goggles. It has in and out for the OSD. It looks like it'll do a lot. So layout is an issue. I think that module is probably going to have to sit on top. So I've got a long frame that I'm going to put it on to try. I'm going to experiment with it with the kit that I've got right off hand, and we'll see how that goes. And then I will probably build a long-range quad. I'm looking at a 6-inch quad for it. We'll take these off because they kind of look ridiculous. Did I turn them off? No, I didn't. There we go. So I built a 6-inch long-range quad. Yeah, to go 4.5 miles. With that, I'm thinking iNav, because it's one thing to take a Mavic out and just hit return to home. You know it's probably going to come back. But with one of these drones, you lose view, you lose connection, and it's just gone. So I'm going to try iNav for the first time too with a new Maytech controller. There'll be more information about that really soon, but I just wanted to show those off because they're kind of cool. They're very expensive. Here we go. So here's the deal: is the goggles are $600. That's part of the reason. They're double the price of the Aomways. How long did it take to convert? You look ridiculous. I always look ridiculous. Those goggles have nothing to do with it. And then the racing combo is $859. So the deal is, though, here's my theory. I don't know. We haven't tried any of this yet. I'm just kind of talking out loud here. You can buy the extra accessories. So this is the expensive part, that OcuSync, but it's set up so it's really easy to just move between models. So basically all you need is a separate camera. You put a $69 camera, which is a little pricey. I mean, it's double the price of a decent run cam. But you put one of those in whatever build, and then this piece just comes out, and you just move it between your builds. So if I have a plane, I've got a plane that's going to get here. It's coming from Banggood on a slow boat. Put that in whatever I want to build and throw that in. So it's a lot for the full package, but I think it'll be I think it will be a good investment, because to move it around, it's just $70, and you can use it in all kinds of things. I mean, if I like it, I'll end up with more. But that's how it goes. I'll show you the weirdest thing. Well, here you can see it in this picture. You see this? They put the. There we go. Oh, come on. You can't really see there. They put the wrong end on the antennas. It's really weird. So I can't just pop on a right-hand polarized antenna, which is what I expected to do. I've actually got some double male connectors on the way, so I can, or double female, or the way these are labeled is weird. But they can, so then I can connect a right-hand antenna, because right now I've just been testing it with linear antennas, and they work out, and it worked really well. I haven't looked at the side-by-side. I recorded with the Aomway, and I recorded with the DJI. So I have not tried a 3D printed quad frame. I have a 3D printer, but I don't use it very much. So I know I should use the TBS Crossfire. It's almost like it would be an interesting shootout between a Crossfire and the DJI. I don't have a Crossfire yet, though, but that's in the works, so we'll see. The question is this going to be a more mainstream Crossfire competitor? I don't know, because DJI has a lot of people out there, a lot of people that use it. So I'll be honest, I'm kind of excited to be one of the first people to review it and actually get it working and in the air, because that can't hurt the channel, right? So, you know, they did antenna, yeah, they did the antenna that way on purpose to buy theirs. That's probably true, although it comes with an adapter, so you can use their antenna with something else. So I can actually connect that, they give you an extra left hand, and you can connect it to something else to fly. But I might grab my Dark Max tomorrow if it's still warm out, because it has a linear antenna and it will work out just fine. So, did I have anything else? Those are the goggles, there are the links, there are the, have a little more. I think that's it. I think that's all I had for tonight. I just wanted to get the giveaway announced out there, and I did not get it recorded today, so I figure we will let YouTube do the processing for us this time. It's always interesting. So, any other last minute questions on here? While I think about until next time, remember, yeah, where are you from and who do you fly with? I fly with my 7-year-old son. That's pretty much it. The reason you see me flying in my backyard most of the time is because I don't have time to go out other places. I record pretty much every moment that I see that I fly, and you see it all. So there's not other packs and packs and packs and lots of flying going on. It's pretty much all there. So I fly with Aiden more often than anybody else. Yeah, the DJI stuff combined with iNav, it was going to be interesting. I've never done iNav. I've wanted to for a while. But hello, Double A, you're here just in time. Any cheap FPV gates? I don't know any good cheap ones. I did do a review of some FPV gates that I like. Those are the ones I use because they're fast. To me, going along with what I just said, fast FPV gates are more important than cheap. I paid $60 for a pair of them, and they're basically soccer gates, but I can fold and unfold and put them up as fast as I can walk around with them. So I plan to use those a little more working on lower altitudes in the future. So, because I need to work on that. I've been going, if you've seen some of my recent videos, I go under the slide. But when I miss, that hurts. It hurts the drones a lot. Actually, it doesn't. I haven't broken anything yet, but it seems like eventually it's going to hurt. So yeah, those gates are really nice because you can pop them up and pop them down. All right, so it is after 10 o'clock here. I need to get ready to put a drone together for tomorrow because it's going to be nice the next 2 days, and then we're just going to end up with snow. So I need to take advantage of it while I can. So if you found this useful, make sure you sign up for the giveaway below. Make sure you check out Patreon, and even at the minimum level, we're having a blast there, and it's growing very quickly, and we're just having a lot of communication to make sure everybody gets the best deals possible. Make sure everybody knows what's going on. And yeah, make sure you sign up for the year-end giveaway and share that for everybody. Yes, I'm East Coast. Sorry. East, Indiana. I'm in Indiana that's why it's snowing and cold. It's no good. So, until next time, remember, I really don't care if I look like a tool with the DJI goggles. If they end up being the best option, I'll wear them anyway.